All right, let's just jump right in. Today, we are breaking down a concept that is an absolute game changer if you want to command respect and project some real authority. We're talking about something called the alignment law, and it's all about fusing your inner strength with your outer presence, so they become one single, unstoppable force.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. On the outside, you're standing tall, you're speaking with a clear voice, but inside, there's this little voice just chipping away, asking if you really belong here, if you're actually good enough. Well, that disconnect, that gap, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
And this, right here, this captures the core conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got all your outer actions, the confident stance, the strong voice, everything you're trying to project. But on the other side, well, that's your inner reality, the shaky confidence, the fragile resilience, and that nagging little thought, I'm not enough. Here's the thing, that gap isn't just your private struggle. It's a signal that other people can, and absolutely do, pick up on.
Which leads us straight into what the source material calls the dissonance trap. This is that state of being caught between who you're pretending to be and who you really feel you are. And it is silently but surely sabotaging your authority.
Think of it like this, okay? Your authority is built on trust. And people, we don't trust things that feel inconsistent. So when your inner world doesn't match your outer actions, it creates this invisible crack, this fault line. People might not be able to put their finger on it, but they feel it. They sense that something is off, and that feeling erodes trust, and right along with it, your credibility.
And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? You can have all the superficial signs of power, but if your actions betray that inner uncertainty, the whole thing just falls apart. Credibility isn't something you can just put on, it has to be earned through real, authentic consistency.
So if dissonance is the trap, then what's the escape plan? Well, the answer lies in the solution presented in our source material, the alignment law. So what is it? At its core, the alignment law is pretty simple. True, undeniable authority is born when your inside world perfectly mirrors your outside world. It's when your self-talk, your deep-seated beliefs, your resilience, all your inner codes are completely in sync with your posture, your voice, and your actions. This isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about fusing it until you become it.
I absolutely love this metaphor from the source. It's just so powerful. Think about it. Inner sovereignty and outer dominance, two sides of the same blade. You literally can't have one without the other. Your command over your own mind, your inner sovereignty, is what forges the sharp edge of your outer presence. They're totally inseparable.
Okay, but why is this so incredibly effective? It's one thing to talk about the theory, but let's look at some real-world examples to see this law in action. Because seeing it work, that's when it all really starts to click.
Now, what's so interesting here is how simple the fix can actually be. Take Sarah. She had the strong posture down pat, but her inner voice was just tearing her confidence to shreds. The fix? She started aligning her self-talk, repeating "I lead with certainty" to herself. And guess what? Her team felt that shift almost instantly. It was the same story with Mark. He spoke with this controlled voice, but his inner doubt made him seem hesitant. By practicing the simple phrase, "I am decisive," his whole presence unified, and the respect just followed. It's all about closing that gap.
And listen, this isn't just some feel-good idea. There's actual psychology that backs this up. It's rooted in something called congruence theory. And what that basically says is that our brains are wired to look for consistency. We instinctively trust people whose beliefs line up with their actions. When they don't, it sets off this little alarm bell in our heads. We sense that inauthenticity almost immediately, and we instinctively pull back.
So, we've seen how to fix the problem, but the real magic, the really exciting part, happens when you master this. The payoff isn't just about avoiding a trap, it's about unlocking a massive advantage. It's about becoming a genuine force to be reckoned with.
And this chart just illustrates the point perfectly. Just look at the difference here. When you're misaligned, yeah, you have some impact, but it's minimal. But when you fuse your inner codes with your outer tactics, your impact doesn't just add up, it multiplies. It's exponential. You become so much more effective, more influential, and more respected.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Every single moment of misalignment waters down your authority. But every moment of alignment, it builds on itself, compounding your authority over time until it becomes an undeniable part of who you are. This is the ultimate goal right here, when what you believe deep down on the inside just radiates through your every single action.
You create this powerful, resonant authenticity that people are just naturally drawn to. And suddenly, trust and respect aren't things you have to demand anymore, they're just given to you, willingly.
Okay, so we get the what and we get the why. The next logical question is how? How do we actually put this into practice? Like, starting today. Well, let's get into some actionable drills pulled directly from the source material.
This is such a simple but incredibly powerful tool. You know, before that big meeting, that crucial conversation, just take a second. Find a quiet corner, a bathroom stall, whatever works. And just repeat this to yourself. My mind and body command respect. You're priming your inner state to match the outer strength you're about to project. Think of it like a pregame ritual for your authority.
And here it is, your full battle plan. These 5 daily drills are basically your path to mastering this. From a simple daily rating of your alignment all the way to actively asking for feedback, this whole framework gives you a clear, no-excuses way to forge that fusion of inner and outer power.
Let's end on this powerful call to action. Because this isn't just a self-improvement exercise, you know? In any field where respect and authority actually matter, this kind of alignment is absolutely fundamental. It's a battle you have to win, because the cost of losing is being dismissed, overlooked, and forgotten.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. As you go about your day-to-day, just think about it. What is the one gap, the one little crack between your inner world and your outer actions that you can start closing right now? The very first step is just noticing it. So go on, take it.